If you've been in the grocery store lately, there's a good chance you will have noticed new labels on the front of many of the products on the shelves.
As of this month, these labels are required for certain products. So here to tell us what it all means is dietitian and nutritionist Michelle Jaelin. Welcome back to the show.
Good to have you here.
I love this stuff so much, but I want to know, why did Health Canada decide to change this and have these new front of label labels?
So these labels are meant to help you to identify foods that are high in what I call the 3 S's: saturated fat, sugars, and sodium.
Got it.
And these are meant to help you make a more informed choice, but also to help reduce the risk of chronic disease. So consumers can make quick comparisons between categories in the grocery store, between, say, cereals and soups.
All right, so how do these new labels differ from what was required before?
Yes, so it's a black and white magnifying glass label, and it says high in saturated fat, sugars, or sodium, and it must meet certain size requirements for visibility. And these are labels that previously were not required before. They came into effect officially this January 1st.
Okay. Have any changes been made to the nutrition info on the back of the products, those labels that we often see?
So there's been no changes to the labels on the back. These were added in addition to help you with the ones on the back to make a more informed choice overall.
Okay.
Okay, so we were saying that this is only going to apply to certain products as of this month. So what foods now are going to require this new package or this new label?
Yes, so it's going to be most prepackaged foods. And these foods have to meet certain thresholds that are set by Health Canada for saturated fat, sodium, and sugars. So for general foods, for example, it'd be about greater than 15% of the daily value. Now, daily value just refers to the amount of the nutrient that contributes to the overall intake of the day. That's what it refers to. For smaller serving sizes, less than 30 grams, greater than 10% of the daily value. And then for children, stuff meant for children, ages 1 to 4, the reference amount is 170 grams.
All right, so are there any foods that are going to be exempt from this new label?
Yes, but also I want to say it's estimated that up to 65% of foods are going to have the label.
65%?
Wow. Up to 65%.
So if the 65% will have the label, which ones will be exempt from having the label?
So that would be whole fruits and vegetables, plain milk and yogurt, as well as things like raw meats, foods that you buy at farmers markets, some really small packages like those little chocolate bars you can get, and then also things that are meant to be served in restaurants like individual portions, like those little creamers, those would be exempt from it.
Okay. So here's the big question. How do you think these new labels are going to help us?
Yes, so I say that it's a tool, not a rule. So it helps you to make a quick assessment about whether or not the food has a nutrient of concern, but it doesn't give you the whole picture. And to get that, you want to be able to read the nutrition facts panel as well as ingredients list to make an assessment for yourself.
Okay, can we look at some examples to kind of see this in practice now? So we are going to start with a can of soup. So I'm not sure which one we're going to start with. There it is.
There it
Okay,
is.
so a can of soup. So tell us about this new labeling with this can of soup.
Yes, so it has the front of package on it that says it's high in sodium. But if I want to look at the nutrition facts panel on the side, I can see that the product is a good source of fiber with 8 grams and also a great source of protein at 8 grams. So I think about a population that this product might be good for, and it'd be good for seniors because it's not something where you have to cook a soup from scratch. You can heat it up over the stovetop very easily. It's warm and it's comforting. Maybe compared to what else the senior eats, the sodium may not be an issue. And also fiber and protein are important nutrients for seniors as well. So I use the nutrition facts panel in order to make that assessment about whether or not it'd be good for a certain population, in this case for seniors.
Okay, but that 35% sodium, that's high, girl. All right, so next up for another example, it's a smoothie. Talk to us about what should we look out for this one?
So for this one, it has a front of package label that says high in sugars. So
That's okay, when you're saying, oh, there, I'm backwards. That's that. It says high in sugar, right? Okay, got it. Just want to make sure. Okay.
So if I look at the nutrition facts panel, I see that it has 10% of your daily value of potassium, and also it's about 70% of your daily value for vitamin C. Now for this one, I'm also looking at the ingredients list, because remember it said it was high in sugar, and I can see that there's no added sugar to it. The sugar actually comes from the fruit itself, so the banana, the strawberry, and the apple. That's where the sugar is coming from. The other thing I noticed on the ingredients list is that it's fortified with vitamin C. So who would this product be good for? Well, when I think too, it'd be good for someone who is maybe an athlete who needs a lot of quick calories for fuel and performance, in particular, maybe a teen athlete, and even more specifically for teen girl athletes because they can be at risk for iron deficiency, and the vitamin C that's added to it helps to increase absorption of non-heme iron in the foods that she eats. So that's where that could be good for a certain particular population. So it's a tool, it's not a rule. It's like when we say don't judge a book by its cover, it's kind of the same thing with the food packages as well.
Okay, well, let's wrap it up for everyone. What's the takeaway that you want for people to have in their mind regarding these new labels when they're out there in grocery shopping in the world?
Yeah, so you want to focus on your own personal goals. Now, real lasting change comes from making sustainable changes to your eating pattern and also being able to making sustainable changes to eating patterns and also ones that you can sustain long term. Yeah. A product that has a high in sugar label still might fit your diet depending on your cultural context, your preferences, and your health goals. I always say to choose foods that support your health, but also that bring you joy.
Yes, I love that, and pleasure. Yes,
We love
good.
that. Michelle, I had no idea about these new labels, and now we all do, right? And now we know how to read it, so thank you. Thank you so much. Appreciate it.